It is the Mike Show. It's the Tuesday edition. You know, when Megan's away,
the mice will play.
Yes, they will. So if we could have recorded what just transpired off camera, behind the scenes, we could make a fortune. I think we could make a fortune if we just had a camera and microphone that was always on, but you had to subscribe to it.
Yeah, like the Truman Show.
Yes, but you have to subscribe to it, and that's the way you get the behind the scenes.
Over 18.
Well, yeah, I mean it might be on our OnlyFans page. I'm not exactly sure.
All right,
but that's not why we're here.
No, it isn't.
We are here to talk about SHARE Greater Lynchburg, the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation, and a bunch of partners that do great work. That's why we're here. Mm-hmm. And so, Anna.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
You're our new Megan.
I am.
Hi.
Yeah.
So you're not enforcing any rules.
Nope. No rules.
All right. Not quite as bad as when the kids go to grandma's. Yeah. But I mean, I mean, there's little supervision going on here. Bill's off the rails. I'm just gonna say that.
But he looks fabulous. He has a nice new shirt on.
He does have a nice new shirt.
He has a nice new shirt. I wish you were on camera so everybody could see it.
Only 2 wrinkles.
Now,
they're
not wrinkles.
They're creases.
Okay, so what about his shoes?
Okay, here's what I'm going to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those shoes.
Really?
But I'm not a fan of those shoes in general.
Let me just say.
But here's what I'm going to say. Bill is my #1 shoe wearer anywhere ever. So he gets a pass.
I will agree with that statement.
Well, I didn't know you were coming. I would have worn nicer
his
shoes.
best.
I was lazy today.
Yeah.
Here's mine.
Yeah, no, you guys.
They're wonderful.
Kelly has great shoe game.
Fabulous. All right, but again, not why we're here.
Again,
Anna, who are our guests, and let's introduce everybody.
Today we're here with the lovely ladies of CASA, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do and some fun events that they have coming up.
All right. Kelli, welcome.
Thank you. Kelli and Katie.
And I'm also here.
I was going to say.
Oh, there's Katie.
No.
I had her in my pocket.
Yeah.
I was
pulling her out.
Here. I was going to say, Kelli, welcome.
Thank you.
Katie, welcome.
Fair.
Good Lord. It was a pause.
It was very dramatic.
And I was going to introduce each individually.
Yeah, that's
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Now, for those who do not know, tell us what CASA does.
Sure. So CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and we recruit, train, and support volunteers who advocate for children who have been abused or neglected, who are going through the court system. Our volunteers are the eyes and the ears of the judge, and they advocate for that child's best interest from the beginning to the end until they're able to go back home safely or be placed into a safe and permanent home. Our volunteers are the one consistent presence in that child's life throughout the length of the court system, and we always need more volunteers.
About how many kids have you helped this year, or and then we'll talk about waiting lists.
Sure. So last year we served 221 children.
Wow.
So right now we have 77 children on our waiting list.
Yikes.
Most of those children are in Appomattox, Bedford, and Lynchburg. So, Like I said, we're always looking for more volunteers and happy to share with you anytime.
And I think it's important to note that those 221 children would not have had anybody there really in their corner without CASA.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
in their best interest.
It's so important that they get that sort of representation and care, and it's an amazing organization.
Absolutely.
Without CASA, I think a lot of those children would still probably be in foster care.
Absolutely.
Wow. Now, what does it take to become a CASA volunteer?
Yeah, so the first thing that you do is attend an information session. All of our volunteers are required to do that. They're led by me. They last about an hour, and we just kind of go over the history of CASA, what it looks like to be a CASA volunteer, what kind of skill sets that we look for, and the process, because you attend that information session, you submit an application, and then you go through some interviews with us, and then you attend about a 40-hour training that lasts over the course of 8 weeks. So one evening a week for 8 weeks, and then you are inducted by a judge, and then you're ready to serve your first case. And I will say that Anna's mom is one of our CASA volunteers
Oh, wow.
in Bedford, so she did all of those things.
Okay.
And I was in all of her classes, and she was a lot of fun.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Who makes the ideal volunteer? Who typically are you looking for? Do you have to have a law enforcement or legal background?
Yeah, that's a great question. You do not have to have any law enforcement background, no background in social work. As long as you have the available time and the passion to do this work, then you would make a great CASA volunteer. And also, a lot of people will say, this is too hard, I couldn't do this. And one of our volunteers in Bedford once, she told me that her friends would say that to her, like, I don't know how you do this, it's too hard.
Yeah.
And she always told them what these children go through is hard. And if I can come along beside them and help it be a little bit easier, then that's what I'm happy to do.
That's tremendous.
Yes.
About how many volunteers do you need or are you looking for that could really help out and chip away at that waiting list?
So we have a fall training class that begins in August. So our application deadline is July the 22nd. So we're hoping to fill that training class with, 15 to 20 people. And that would make a enormous dent in that waiting list.
That's tremendous. You can learn more if you visit sharegreaterlynchburg.org and you type in CASA of Central Virginia, and then you can tell us where directly folks can learn more and how they can register.
Sure, it's at cvcasa.org.
Okay.
And you just click on upcoming events, and all of our information sessions are listed there, and you can register. We try to do them at different times of day in different locations so that it's convenient for just about anyone.
Okay. We saw a big uptick right after the pandemic of CASA cases. Has that leveled off? Has it gone down? Has it gone up?
I would say it is about the same. Like you said, it definitely went up. We knew that it was still happening, but it wasn't getting reported due to teachers not seeing these children. And I think that we have seen an uptick in it, and I think we have seen more severity, unfortunately.
Wow. That's very, very sad. But folks, if you would like to learn more about becoming a CASA, visit their website, and it's so worthwhile. If that is not necessarily in your wheelhouse, or you don't have the time, but you still would like to donate your time and volunteer, what other opportunities do you have?
So we have another volunteer opportunity called CASA Sidekicks.
Okay.
Basically, we're asking you for about an hour each month, and it's for different things like community events, maybe planting our pinwheel garden, helping with mailings, different things like that. So we give you different opportunities each month. If you're able to help out, then we appreciate that. So it's another way you can be involved. You're just not directly with the children.
Right. You've got some events and things coming up.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so September 18th is our 5th annual For the Kids golf tournament. It's totally sold out. We have a wait list on our website.
Bill's at the top of the wait list.
I'm Bill in my pocket.
I got this.
We're going to get Bill in. It's fine.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
But we do still have sponsorships.
No,
Yes, we still
no
have
preferential
sponsorships.
treatment or anything for Bill.
Quiet.
Always.
Anyway.
Yes, we have sponsorships for that event, ranging from $250 to $1,500. So definitely email me or Kelly. Give you that contact info at the end, I'm sure. And you can let us know if you're interested. And as Mike's audience knows, we are definitely gearing up for the superhero run again this year. It falls on November 2nd, and our theme is heroes versus villains.
Nice. Ooh. All right,
Yes.
so preparations are all underway. You basically start that the day after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So what big, are there any big changes to this year's race, or do we have to just wait and find out?
Well, we are in very early days of planning,
Okay.
but I think we are hoping for a lot more decor, a lot more tent setups that have activities. So hopefully the festival area will be even better than last year for people that maybe don't care about racing as much. They can still come and have a good time.
The costumes are amazing. I mean, every year it's so fun just to
Yes.
come
Yeah.
and see what everybody's wearing.
It is.
My wife went one year as Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes, she did.
That was her hero.
I
was
had
interesting.
I had my Mr. Incredibles costume for years and years and years, And then Todd sold the radio station.
Yeah.
And the guy bought the van, and no one told anyone that this was happening. And the guy drove off
With your costume?
with the van,
With Mr. Incredible.
with Mr. Incredible in the van, and he said,
Tragic.
"Oh yeah, I'll bring it back." No, he never did.
Never did.
So I never got my Mr.
Tragic.
Incredible's costume. So
Talk about your villain.
tell me about it. Exactly.
That guy should
So-
come to the right.
Well,
What are you going to be this year?
I have no idea. I mean,
Hero
I know.
or villain?
yeah. Well, definitely the hero. I mean,
Really?
there's-
You?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Come on, Bill. Good Lord.
We've actually asked a lot of
Kind of a
people
stretch.
which team they'll choose because we
Yeah.
hope when people sign up they can choose hero or villain.
Really?
Yeah, and
And-
a lot of
and-
people have said villain.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
villain's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tab went for Halloween. We did a Cruella de Vil 101 Dalmatians thing, and the kids were dressed up as Dalmatians. She was Cruella, and I was one of her henchmen.
That's
basically.
a good one.
Yeah. So I guess technically I was a villain for that. But
Nice.
Anyway.
Well, if you see our postcard, one of our board members is dressed as Maleficent, and it's incredible. She made the costume herself,
Nice.
and it's amazing. Yes.
Tab also went as that one
Oh, I
year.
love Maleficent.
So
She's my fave.
There's a whole theme going on here.
Yeah.
I think.
No.
Katie and I are coming just in regular clothes, and people
Okay.
are going to guess if we're a hero or a
Yes.
villain.
You're both my heroes.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
I'm like,
and
hearts aflutter.
I was going to say that, but Bill beat me to it.
All right.
Hearts
It is.
aflutter.
Hearts are fluttering.
So, how are things at SHARE and the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation?
Good. We've been working really hard these past few weeks. We have a lot of events coming up, and we're just getting those ready to go. Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys are getting ready to announce your grant awards
Yes.
very soon,
Yes.
and the Century Fund will be announced very soon.
They have a board meeting today to finalize those winners, and then that will be announced, I think, tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, probably real soon.
Yeah.
No, that's always
fantastic.
exciting.
And Bill, tell us about the Century Fund.
The Century Fund was started, I guess, 5 or 6 years ago now, and I used to be at the foundation, and one of the things we decided was we wanted to be able to make one really large grant. Typically, our grants run between a couple $1,000s to up to maybe $20,000 at the most. But this is a $100,000 grant that we've given for about the last 5 years, once a year. And we wanted it to be transformative, and I think it has been.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so that's a big thing, and that'll be exciting to find out what that's about.
Now, who were some of the past recipients?
Camp Kumbaya, the James River Association, Beacon of Hope, several really notable.
Lynchburg Grows won
Lynchburg
last year.
Grows won last year.
That's tremendous.
So, yeah, really worthy organizations. And, I say we, I'm not there anymore. I retired, but the foundation always tries to spread it around and make sure that it's something that's going to make a big difference to an organization.
Absolutely.
So we're very proud of that.
Well, if you'd like to learn more about any of the funds that the Greater Lynchburg Community Foundation gives out or awards, visit lynchburgfoundation.org. If you'd like to learn more about SHARE Greater Lynchburg, visit sharegreaterlynchburg.org. The platform, 176 nonprofit organizations are represented on the platform. Not only can you find a nonprofit organization that you'd like to work with, you'd like to you'd like to become a volunteer, make a donation, attend events. You can even shop for that organization right on sharegreaterlynchburg.org. It's just a tremendous platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Megan does just a fantastic job. Y'all do a great job with your organizations and everything that you do. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank
Did
you. And we are very
did we-
grateful for SHARE Greater Lynchburg as well, because it has been instrumental for us getting volunteers and really bringing awareness and attending their events. So we're very grateful for them as well.
And I didn't mention upcoming events that SHARE Greater Lynchburg does. If there are a bunch of lunch and learn opportunities. If you want to volunteer, even at the board level, you can do that, and you can learn about different opportunities that are on the platform. So visit that. Did we get everything Did we cover everything today?
If we didn't, I don't know what it would be. I mean, we've done a
We've
lot.
done a lot of work in a little bit
Yeah.
of
I think
time.
we have. Okay, let's go to the pool. It is the Mike Show. It's the Tuesday edition of the program. Coming up a little bit later on, we are going to give you some nuggets of information, 5 random facts. It's all on the way. Stay tuned.